Picture the universe shaped like a donut, torus, but not in just 3D, in higher dimensions, a hypertorus. It's finite yet boundless. You could travel forever and loop back to where you started without ever hitting an edge. This geometry allows reality to be cyclical and self-connected. Missler often said that our 3D world is a shadow of higher dimensions, and the toroidal model fits this idea. A higher dimensional structure projects into the 3D reality we observe. The torus isn't just a pretty shape, it changes how physics works. Cyclic energy flow, forces and light can loop endlessly, like current around a coil. Quantized patterns, only certain notes or vibrations can exist in this structure, shaping how matter and energy appear. Finite but endless, it avoids the paradox of an infinite universe, but also avoids a hard edge. Missler connected this with hyperspace theories, the idea that unseen dimensions may control what we call gravity, time, or even consciousness. CNSE says planets and stars have a dense nuclear-like core and an active electrical surface. Applied to the universe as a whole, the core would be regions of intense density, galaxies, clusters, black holes. The surface electric aspect would be the vast cosmic currents and magnetic fields threading space. And sure enough, astronomers have found cosmic-scale magnetic fields and plasma filaments that look exactly like electrical structures stretched across the heavens. This aligns with Missler's interest in the electric universe perspective, where electromagnetic forces on cosmic scales are not secondary, but central. Viewed from a creationist standpoint, the universe isn't random. It's woven like a tapestry. The toroidal loops act like the threads. Matter and energy are the colors woven into repeating but beautiful patterns. The designer set the rules so that structure, harmony, and order emerge naturally. Missler often said, everything is connected. The fabric of the universe is not just matter floating in space, but a designed information system. The torus model reflects that interconnection perfectly. Instead of being mysterious invisible substances, dark matter could be the hidden harmonics of the toroidal structure, unseen vibrations or energy states that influence gravity. Dark energy could be the stored tension in the loops of space-time itself, pushing outward as the torus cycles its energy. This matches Missler's emphasis that what we call the physical is deeply affected by the geometry of higher space. Missler often cited that Scripture hints at dimensions beyond our own, e.g., Paul being caught up into the third heaven. HTUM naturally fits as a higher dimensional geometry. Hyperspace. Missler referenced scientific papers on hyperspace and suggested that phenomena like angels or resurrection bodies might operate in extra dimensions. A Hyper-Torus universe would be a perfect framework for such interactions. Missler described the universe as a kind of digital simulation, long before it was trendy. The torus model echoes this by acting like a closed circuit where energy and information recirculate rather than vanish. Missler appreciated the idea that electromagnetism plays a key role in creation. The toroidal shape is the natural geometry for large-scale currents and magnetic fields. This isn't just philosophy, it makes real-world predictions. Repeating sky patterns. Light from faraway places might repeat, showing duplicate circles or patterns in cosmic background radiation. Cosmic harmonics. Particles or radiation may appear only at very specific energies, like musical notes. Global magnetic alignment. Galactic magnetic fields should line up in ways that trace toroidal loops. Missler often said, if it's true, it will be testable. Chuck Missler often said, we live in a digital simulation. Reality is more like a program than a physical machine. Space, time, and matter are quantized. They come in discrete bits, rather than continuous flows. This wasn't meant as science fiction. He believed it fit both scripture and cutting-edge physics. God upholds all things by the word of his power. Reality is actively sustained, like code running on a processor. Quantum physics already shows reality is not smooth, but pixelated at tiny scales. 2. HTUM as the circuit board of creation. The Hyper-Torus gives a shape to this digital idea. A torus is a closed-loop system. In electronics, current flows in loops. Likewise, in HTUM, energy and information cycle endlessly without leaking away. This makes the universe act like a giant integrated circuit board, finite, designed, and information-driven. Missler's view that the universe is information-based matches perfectly. The torus structure is like the architecture, hardware. The quantized vibrations and harmonics are like the data and code running through it. With CNSE, core nuclear, surface electric, the core is like the processor, dense with power and activity. The surface electric flows are like the wiring, carrying information, currents, fields, around the toroidal loops. This resonates with Missler's fascination with electromagnetism. The universe isn't dead matter, but an active, dynamic electrical network. Missler often cited that space and time are not absolute. They are part of creation, not beyond it. Reality is quantized. The Planck length and Planck time act like the pixel size of the simulation. Consciousness in higher dimensions interact with physical reality like input into the simulation. HTUM adds, the toroidal topology naturally forces quantization, since only certain patterns fit into the looped structure. This gives a physical framework for Missler's digital worldview. Instead of a cold simulation, Missler emphasized purposeful design. The Hyper-Torus acts like a weaving loom, cycles and threads intertwining, but it also acts like a circuit board, discrete, quantized, designed for function. Both metaphors blend. The universe is not just simulated, but woven and coded by the creator. Missler constantly pointed to hyperspace as real and necessary. HTUM is a hyperspace model. Quantized reality, Missler's digital claim matches HTUM's discrete energy harmonics. HTUM suggests dark matter energy are just the effects of hidden information states in the toroidal loops, exactly what Missler meant by reality being information-driven. No randomness. Both views reject chance as the foundation of reality. Instead, reality is a deliberately coded system, sustained by God. Think of the universe as a video game console. The Hyper-Torus is the circuit board and wiring shaped to cycle signals in loops. The CNSE features are the CPU core and electric traces. The digital quantization is the binary code, ones and zeros, that make everything happen. The divine tapestry is the programmer's intent, the storyline, art, and design woven into the code. Missler would say, the universe is not an accident. It's a designed program running on a divine processor, structured in higher dimensions we only glimpse. In short, HTUM provides the geometric framework, CNSE gives the physical duality, core versus electric flows, and Missler's digital universe idea gives the informational interpretation. Together, they say creation is a higher dimensional toroidal, information-driven system, a woven and coded tapestry deliberately sustained by God. Universe is a higher dimensional torus, donut-like, finite but boundless. Reality is a coded simulation, structured like a digital system. Bodies, and by extension cosmos, have a dense core with active electric-magnetic surfaces. Key feature: energy and information cycle endlessly through closed loops. Everything is quantized. The pixels of reality are like binary code. Dual structure: inner nuclear densities, outer electrical activity. Dark matter explanation: hidden harmonics or vibrational modes in the toroidal loops. Part of the unseen data of the simulation influencing physics. Mass concentrations in cores with unseen electrical effects shaping dynamics. Dark energy explanation: stored tension energy in the loops of the torus pushing expansion. Programmed parameters in the simulation, not random. Global electrical currents distributing energy across the surface. Cosmic currents: toroidal loops naturally support large-scale electromagnetic fields. Simulation rules enforce invisible information flows. Vast cosmic electric magnetic fields connect galaxies like plasma filaments. Information flow: geometry itself filters what vibrations energies exist. Reality's information, matter energy are secondary. Electric fields act as carriers of information and structure. Philosophical meaning: universe is a finite, purposeful tapestry woven in loops. Universe is a deliberately coded system upheld by God. Creation is not inert, but dynamically alive with electrical magnetic design. Like a cosmic circuit loop or woven loom. Like a digital simulation running on divine hardware. Like a CPU with a hot nuclear core and electric wiring on the surface. H equals the architecture, the wiring diagram of the universe. Missler's digital universe equals the code and operating system. Information is primary. CNS equals the hardware design. Core equals processing density. Surface equals current pathways. Together they form a unified view. The universe is a higher dimensional toroidal digital information system with core power and surface currents deliberately designed and sustained. A true divine tapestry.